Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sunny and in this video I will discuss about the Llama Index. So guys, in my previous video I discussed the complete and detailed history of the large language model from starting to end. If you haven't watched those sessions, so guys, please go and check with my YouTube channel. Let me show you where you will find out. So here in this particular section, in this video section, you will find out all the video related to the generative AI. So in this video I discuss the detailed roadmap of the generative AI and the detailed history of the generative AI. So here you will find out the playlist as well. So inside the playlist I kept the same video. So yes, now it's time to discuss, or it's time to build some application, and I'm starting from the Llama Index. Llama Index is a framework which we use for building the application by using the LLM. So I already given you the enough amount of idea related to the LLM and all. So if you don't know about the large language model, if you don't know the history of it, please go and check with this video. And now let's start with the Llama Index. So guys, what is the Llama Index, why we use this Llama Index, and what is the idea behind this Llama Index? Each and everything we are going to discuss here itself in this particular video. So in this video actually I will just give you the introduction and I will show you the project setup, and in the next video basically we are going to start with the project development. So guys, don't miss this video because it's going to be a very important. If you don't know that how to create an application by using the Llama Index, right, so definitely you will get it now. You will get the complete and detailed introduction because each and everything I am exploring in very detailed way, and here I will show you that how you can do the project setup as well for this Llama Index. And from next class onwards, or from next tutorial onwards, I will like show you the project and all. And here you will get around 5 to 6 video from my side. Each and everything I will discuss from basic to advanced, means I will create some racks and all, some advanced rack basically. So yeah, let's start with the video. Let's begin now. So first of all, here let me show you that what is a Llama Index. So each and everything I have kept over here. If you will look into this, like if you will look into my blackboard, so each and every definition, each and everything I have kept over here. So step by step, one by one, I will explain you. So first of all guys, what is the Llama Index? So Llama Index is nothing, it was the open source project, right? Llama Index was the open source project, and it is a framework. It is a framework for creating LLM based application. So I think you already know about the LLM, that what is the LLM? LLM is called large language model. So by using this large language model, we can create an application, right? So I can show you the best example. The best example is ChatGPT itself. So here you can see, so ChatGPT is there. Now let me create a new chat basically. So here you can see, so this ChatGPT is nothing, it's an application which has been built on top of the GPT, right? Which is an application, it's an application which has been built on top of the chat, which has been built on top of the GPT itself. GPT is a model. If you don't know about the GPT bot and the different large language model, you can go and check with my previous videos. Now we can build this type of system by using the Llama Index, and we have one more variant. We have one more like a framework similar to Llama Index, that is called LangChain. So in upcoming video I will talk about the LangChain as well, because it's a more advanced and it is having a more functionality compared to this Llama Index. So here you can see I did like so many talk with my ChatGPT and all, and I know that you have also done that. So yes, now let's understand a few more thing about the like a Llama Index and all. So I already kept it over here, I already like written it over here. So what was the main purpose behind this Llama Index? So if we are talking about the Llama Index guys, so to connect custom data resources with your large language model, right? If you want to connect the custom data resources with the large language model, for that actually they have created the Llama Index. Now who has created this Llama Index? The very first question which will come in your mind, that who has created this Llama Index, whether Facebook, Google, or Microsoft, or OpenAI, or any other big giant? No. So this Llama Index has been created by this person. The person name is Jerry Liu. So let me show you the profile of the Jerry Liu. So he's the guy actually who has created this Llama Index. Now if you will look into the profile of this person, so here you will find out many more experience and all. So this person worked in Uber, Cora, right, robust intelligence, and then finally he's a co-founder in the Llama Index. So the person name is what, Jerry Liu. He and his team actually they have created this particular framework. Now this person just passed out in 2017, and you can see the kind of work basically he has done. Okay, so it's like very much inspired. Now here, if you will look into this particular in this definition, so here I've written that to connect custom data resources with large language model. So I think you got to know that what is a Llama Index and what is the primary work of the Llama Index. I think I told you about that also. Now let me show you what is the meaning of it, to connect custom data resources with a large language model, and definitely you will get to know that. So here is my chat GPT, guys. Now to my chat GPT, now let me show you one more thing. So here is my invoice. So this is my invoice, and in this invoice actually you can see in this invoice, so this is the this much of amount basically which I got from the OpenAI side. I was using the OpenAI API, and this is what, this is nothing, this is my invoice. Now to my chat GPT, right, I'm going to ask that what was my OpenAI amount from last month. So now see what was the answer which I will get from here. So here it is saying that I'm sorry, but I don't know. Okay, I don't have access your personal data and all. So I cannot tell that what was your amount from the previous invoice, from the past month basically. Yes, definitely it won't be able to answer. But guys, if we are passing this invoice, see, as of now I'm using ChatGPT 3.5, but let's see if I'm using this GPT-4. So the GPT-4 actually, it is having some sort of a charges, $20 per month or $25 per month, something like that. So if I'm using this ChatGPT, I can provide this invoice to my ChatGPT-4, and if I'm going to ask that, okay, so what is my amount from the past month, right, or what is my total IGST, or what is my subtotal and all, definitely it will be able to answer. You can check, don't worry, I will show you that those type of application in upcoming days, right? And here definitely it is possible. So how this thing is happening? So here if we are talking about this Llama Index, so yes, by using this Llama Index, okay, by using this Llama Index and this LLM, okay, by using this Llama Index and this LLM, okay, what we can do, we can create those type of system, right, where we can connect the custom data resources. This PDF is what, it's a PDF now, it's a document now. We can load this document, we can read the information, and then we can get the answer from the large language model, and that is possible because of this Llama Index. Getting my point? What is the use of the Llama Index and what was the main purpose behind this Llama Index? Now here guys, I was using one term frequently, that what is a framework, right? So here is the term basically framework for creating large language based model. So first of all, let's try to understand about this framework, and let's try to understand that if the primary work of the Llama Index just to connect with the data resources, how we are using it for creating an end-to-end LLM based application. So let's try to understand that thing. So here guys, you can see if we are talking about the framework, so I have already written the definition of the framework, right? So what is a framework, guys? So framework is nothing, it's a set of tools, convention and tools, right? Tools for developing the application, right? Framework is nothing, one framework is nothing, it's a set of tools, convention and tools for developing the application. I can give you a very good example here. So I think you know about the Python, right? I think everyone is familiar with the Python. So Python is what? Python is nothing, it's a programming language. We all know about the Python, and Python is nothing, it is a programming language. Okay, now if you want to create a web application by using the Python, so Python has provided some sort of a framework like Flask, right? Flask and Django. So here guys, this is nothing, this is the framework. Now why we are using this framework, right? Tell me guys, why we are using this framework? We are using this framework for creating a web application, right? So this Django and Flask is nothing, this both actually it is called framework, right? Framework means what? Framework is nothing which is having some sort of a rules, right? Some sort of a rules, some sort of a conventions, and it is supporting some tools as well, right? And by using this framework, actually we are creating the web application. So this Flask and Django is nothing, it is called web framework, right? So similarly we have Llama Index. Llama Index is also it is also having some sort of a rule, some sort of a convention, and it is supporting some tools, right? So by using those things, doing, what we are doing, guys, we are creating LLM based application. So I think now you got to know that what is the use of the framework and what is this framework. Got it? Now let's try to understand the main purpose behind this Llama Index, to connect with the custom data resources. Now what all type of resources we have, right? What all type of resources we have, and if we are able to connect with the data, like with the different data resources, so at the end, how we'll be able to create the end-to-end application, right? So let me show you one image, and I think by seeing that particular image, definitely you will be able to understand. So here is an image, guys, which you can see, and let's try to understand the different data sources and all. So in between, so here in between all the all the thing, right? So you can see here, this is nothing, this is a Llama Index. Now Llama Index, basically it is capable to connect with any sort of a API. So we can connect with any API, and we can fetch or we can connect with any type of model. So whether the model from the OpenAI, whether the model is open source, or whether the model is available over the Hugging Face, wherever, right? So definitely we can connect Llama Index, okay, with any sort of a API, and we can access the model from there. The second thing is what? So we can connect the Llama Index with any raw file, and we can get the data from there, right? So we can connect Llama Index with any sort of a file or document. So here you can see we have a PPT, Excel, or images, right, PDF, or audios, anything. Basically from there we can fetch the data, we can load the data from here, from this particular document. Now we have the vector databases. From the vector databases, you know what is a vector databases? For storing the data, right? For storing the vector, for storing the data in the form of vectors, right? I will talk about it in our upcoming sessions and all. So here we have a vector database, a vector store. So we can connect our Llama Index with this vector store, and we can fetch the data, right? That is also possible. Now here we can connect this Llama Index with other databases also, so like SQL database and NoSQL database, just for fetching the data. Yes, it is possible inside this Llama Index. Now here APIs, right? So by using the third-party APIs also, we can collect the data. So this much of power, right? So Llama Index is having this much of power, and with it can connect with any sort of a resources, any sort of a tools, right, for fetching the data. So here I think you got to know the definition of the Llama Index, to connect custom data resources with large language model. So here we have a large language model, now with that large language model we can connect the custom data resources. So here is Llama Index, here is a Llama Index. Here by using the API we can access the model, and we can connect with any sort of a data resource over here, and any type of data resource we can connect. Now why it is required, why we are doing that, why we are going to connect it? So here let me give you very good example, and with that definitely you will be able to understand. And I believe, guys, you will be able to understand the meaning of RAG also over here. So I will come to this one, why I have written it and what is the meaning of it. Each and everything I will try to explain, but before that let me give you the one explanation over here, and with that you will be able to understand that how this thing is going to be work if we are passing the image to the ChatGPT 4 or Gemini, right? So recently on iNeuron a YouTube channel, so Chris sir has uploaded some sort of a video there, you will find out. So we have created some application by using Gemini and all, where we were passing the images, and yes, we were able to fetch the data from there, right? So here, guys, how this models is able to do it, now let me tell you that particular part. So guys, here if you will look into this particular thing, right? So let me show you. Let's say this is my document, right? So here my data is available. Let's say this is what, this is nothing, this is my database. Okay, this is nothing, this is my database. Now here let's say here I have a document, so here it is representing to my document. Now here we have a database document, and let's say this is nothing, this is my APIs, right? So this is my databases, this is my document, and this is my APIs. I can write it down here also. So it is my database, right? Database, this is nothing, this is my document, okay, document, and here it is nothing, it is my APIs, right? Now from all the places I'm going to collect the data. So let's say from the database I'm going to collect the structured database from here, or I can take a different color basically, so that it's going to be perfect to all of you. Now here you can so this is my database, this is my, and here, so let's say from here I'm going to collect the structured data. From the database I'm going to collect the structured data. Now from here I'm going to collect the unstructured data, right? Unstructured data, unstructured STRU STRUCTRU, right? unstructured data. Let's say from APIs I'm going to collect any type of data, right? Structure or unstructured, both ever, right? So whatever data I'm going to collect, so structure or unstructured, what type of data. Now here, after collecting the data, what I'm going to do, so after collecting a data, so we are going to be convert the data into the, into the chunks, right? So definitely I will be converting into the chunks. So here, let's say this is my data which I collected, so anywhere, somewhere, right? So here, this is nothing, this is my data. Now after this one, so first of all let me write it down over here. This is nothing, this is going to be my data. Now I will divide my data into the chunks. So here, let me create one more thing. So this is nothing, this is going to be a chunks, right? So after chunking the data, so this is going to be my chunk 1, so chunk 1, this is going to be my chunk 2, this is going to be my chunk 3, right? So something like that, we have n number of chunks. Now what I will do, I will create a chunks, and then after the chunking and all, so I will collect this particular data into the, tell me guys, I will collect this data into the vector database, something like this, right? So here what I have, tell me, here I have a vector database. So let me show you the vector database. This is going to be my vector database, this one, okay? This is nothing, this is my vector database. Here simply I can write it down, the vector database. Now I store my data into the vector database. Now here what I have, guys, tell me. So here, let's say I have my LLM. So let me design my LLM over here, and now it's going to be a final architecture, and definitely with that you will be able to get a clear-cut idea. So this is going to be my LLM. LLM means what? Large language model. Okay, large language model, right? You can think you can take any sort of a model, like let's say this is nothing, this is my GPT-4 model, or let's say this is my Gemini model, right? Gemini model. Let's say this is my Llama model, Llama 2, or let's say this is my Palm model, Palm 2. Okay, any sort of a model you can consider over here. I hope you got the idea. Now here, let's say this is the user. So I have a user over here, so this is going to be my user. Now let me design the user. Basically user looks like very smart. So here is my user. Okay, he's smiling and he's having some hairs. Now this user, actually what he's doing, so he's querying, right? He's querying. So I store the data into the databases, into the vector database. Now he's querying that he's querying from to this vector database, right? He's querying to this vector database. So first I load the data. So this process, actually this particular process which I'm showing you over here, this particular process is called the data ingestion, right? So this particular process is called the data ingestion. Now here, this process, actually it is called the data retrieval, or query retrieving, or information retrieval, right? Or information retrieving. Now here my model is going to be query, so, or my user is going to be query, right? So let me write down that this is nothing, this is the query. So it will go to the vector database and it will find out the relevant text, right? What it will find out, guys, tell me. It will find out the relevant text. So here I will find out the relevant text from here, and I will send to the LLM. So this is nothing, this is my relevant text. Okay, relevant text. So this text, actually it is having some sort of a indexing. It is having some sort of a indexing, like let's say from here I'm going to find out the relevant text. How many texts? Let's say 3 texts. Okay, three like 3 chunks. So it is having some sort of a indexing, let's say 1 2 3, something like that. This one is having like a more information, 2 and 3, right? 2 and is having like a little less compared to 1, and 3 is having less information, right? So we are ranking to it, and then it is going to the LLM, and from this LLM, actually from this LLM we are getting a response to the, we are passing the response to the user. Okay, from this LLM, actually what we are doing, we are passing the response to the user. I think you are getting. So here is nothing, here is what, here is called, here is the response basically. So this is nothing, this is the response, and this is what, this is my user, right? So like this system is working. You know how the system is working. So like this system is working. So here, if you will look into the chat GPT, so if I'm passing my invoice, so this is my invoice, right? If I will show you this application, don't worry, in my future class. If I'm passing this invoice to this chat GPT, I will be able to pass in this GPT-4 in my next class, or in my upcoming class I will show you those type of application. So if I'm passing it, right, so this is the exact process which is happening. So if I'm querying, right, if I'm querying, so this querying, actually it is going into the database, right? It is going into the database, and here basically you can you can see inside this particular architecture is going to the database, and based on a similarity search and all. So here in the database, you know what is happening in this database, the similarity search and all is happening, right? Similarity search or the similar type of sentence we are getting, okay, relevant text we are getting, and then we are having an indexing on top of this, and then finally it's going to the LLM, and from LLM actually we are getting a refined response. So this is a complete architecture, and yes, this type of architecture we can build by using the Llama Index. This type of system, right, system retrieval augment generation, we can build by using this Llama Index, right? And that's why this Llama Index. So I told you now what is the main aim of the Llama Index: to connect custom data resources with the large language models. I hope you are getting it, and I hope you got the clear-cut idea. Now guys, here I was saying that this Llama Index is a framework for creating a LLM based application, right? LLM based application, the end-to-end application. Why? See, whenever we want to create any sort of application, any sort of end-to-end application by using the LLM, so prompt template, agent, tools, chains, memory, document loader, okay, and if we are collecting our data, we are collecting a search from the databases, so indexing, sorting, querying, evaluation and all, it is required, right? So this everything, okay, everything you will get inside the Llama Index. See, you will get the prompt template, you will get the agents, you can create the agents, you will get various tools, right? But this chain in memory, you won't be able to find out inside the Llama Index. Now why we use this chain? To combine all the components, we use this chain. Now here the memory, for sustaining the memory, right? We are chatting to my LLM, right? So we are we are doing a conversation to my LLM, so we have to retain the memory. So originally you won't be able to find out inside the Llama inside this Llama Index, but yeah, you will find out the LangChain support to this Llama Index. So yes, by using this LlamaIndex.LangChain, you can access this chain in memory also. Document loader is there, indexing, sorting, querying, evaluation, everything is there inside this Llama Index. So by using this, you can create end-to-end LLM based application. I will show you that. Now I'm coming to the documentation of the Llama Index. So here guys, in the documentation itself, so just go with the website of the Llama Index. Now here you will find out the Python. First of all, let me show you few things related to this Llama Index. So Llama Index provide two key tools to augment your LLM application with data, right? The same thing basically which I was trying to explain you. Now here it will provide you the data ingestion, data indexing, query interface and all, everything. Now easily build powerful end-to-end user application, easily we can do that. We can build a QA system, we can build the chatbots over here, we can build the knowledge agents, right? Knowledge agent where we are going to fetch the data from some third-party API and all. You can create a structure analysis and all, right? So each and everything we're going to discuss over here, don't worry. So first we'll try to build this QA system. In my next class I will show you, and then step by step we are going to build each and everything, structure analysis and all, query or structure data warehouse with a natural language processing, right? A knowledge agent means what? From the third-party API or from any database or from any knowledge base, we are going to fetch the data and all, right? So that's the main thing which we can do by using the Llama Index. Now here the one thing which I would like to show you. So here just go with the documentation, and the documentation is really amazing guys, really amazing. So here it has given you the complete detail that how you can install this Llama Index and all. Okay, so here how to set up and all, each and every detail basically will find out inside this installation and setup. Then how to read the docs basically, so they have given you the complete detail of that. So before you start, what you need to do, structures docs, right? You need to structure it, how to structure it and all, right? So each and everything you will find out. Now start tutorial. If you want to learn about this Llama Index, if you want to build a basic QA system, you can get from here itself, right? Which I will show you in my next tutorial. Then customization tool and all, everything is there. Then use cases, QA, chatbot, agent, structure. Even you can create a multi-model also. You know what is a multi-model? If you don't know, please go and check with my previous video. There I have already shown you that multi-model and all, right? Now multi-model means tell me, multi-model means image to text, text to image, video to image, right? Or sorry, video to text, text to video, something like that. That is called multi-model, hybrid model, okay, or a heterogeneous model. So everything you can do over here by using this Llama Index. You can create an application where multi-model like we are using the multimodal, where is a use case related to the multimodal. Now I was telling you that whenever we are going to create any sort of a application based on LLM, this model, okay, model is required, prompting is required, data loading, indexing, sorting, querying, evaluation and all, which everything you will get over here, everything you will get over here inside the Llama Index itself. I hope you are getting it. Now let me show you one more thing. So here I was creating the application by using the LangChain. So I kept something over here, just a second, let me show you. So here is the installation setup. Okay, that I will show you in my next class. I think here itself in the documentation, I will show you that in upcoming tutorial and all. But yeah, just go and check with the documentation. You will find out everything, guys. Before starting with any sort of a application building and all, definitely you can refer this documentation. Now let me show you one thing here. So if you will go with your GitHub, so just okay, don't go with your GitHub, directly search about the Llama Index GitHub. So Llama Index GitHub, Llama Index GitHub, or you can get it from the documentation also, right? Let me show you where you will find out. So just go back here, or just go with your home page. Now here in the Python, just click on this framework. So directly you will reach out to the GitHub only, or directly you can search over here Llama Index GitHub. So both are fine. Now here in the GitHub you will find out how many stars, how many fork is there, and the watch and all. Now just click on this Llama Index folder, and inside this Llama Index actually you will find out everything, right? Everything, see, related to this basically memory, multimodals, right? Related to this playground and all, everything it is there. Query engines, right? Responses, retriever, selector, storage, right? And it is supporting to the different APIs also. So let me show you that where you will find out this different APIs. So go inside the script, and here, okay, not here, basically inside this Llama Index, and there basically you will find out all the different API. So LangChain and all, if you want to take up help from the LangChain, as I told you, this memory and all, it is not available, you can take a help from the LangChain, right? Gemini and all, everything is there basically. So here LLMs, once you will click on the LLM, you will find out the different LLM and all. See, bedrock .py, it's a it's a service from the AWS only, okay, for creating this LLM and all. So it's a open source, so people are people are doing a contribution and all. Here itself over the documentation you will find out inside the LlamaHub, so who all contributed over here, right? Become a contributor and all, how to become a contributor. See, each and everything they have provided you. Now here you will find out this request and integration. Okay, so these are the person who has integrated over here the different thing. You can go and check their work, right? And data loaders, agent tools, Llama packs, Llama dataset, everything. There are so many things basically, right? So all the integration, you will find all the integration over here in a single shot. Now popular or recent, you can sort it from here as well. So this is going to be very amazing, guys. And recently, let me show you with the LinkedIn also. So if you will search about the Llama Index, right? So Llama Index recently did one post as well. So here in the post actually they are saying if you will contribute, basically you will get some sort of a prize and all. So here if you will go inside the post in the official page of the Llama Index, so here recently they have updated one post. Let me show you where it is. So where it is, guys, on one click, user, okay, rank encoder, building rank. So I think they are uploading many more things on a daily basis. There are lots of things basically. This same architecture I was showing you, the same architecture, right? So that for creating a rag and all. Now just look into this one, right? Open source contribution. So 8 Llama Index, we love open source contribution and we love exploring advanced rags. So there are, see here they have given you the complete date. That's why we are teaming up with the Replit. So here Replit is offering. So if you will go and check with the Replit, so this is the amazing amazing place, right? So you can check with the website also. So you will find out a different like a software and all, where they are providing some sort of a prizes and all if you are going to create some amazing application. So yes, they are collaborating with that also, and yes, it's a amazing place, right? If you want to learn about the rags and all, if you want to create some application, this a library is amazing. So definitely we'll try to export this library. So this video is going to be a little long, so don't worry, in the next video I will show you the project setup and all, how we can do that by using this Llama Index, and then we'll start building our application. So I hope guys you learn a lot from here. So in the next class, we'll try to see the project setup and we'll try to build a basic application as well. And then we'll go with the advanced regs and all. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe the channel, please hit the like button, and if you like the video guys, please share with everyone whoever is required this type of content. And don't worry guys, I'm coming up with many more things in the near future, so stay tuned with me. Thank you guys, thank you, bye bye, take care.